somebody broke one of our wine glasses.
It was me. I broke it.
You know what? I broke all the other ones in the past, so...
I was gonna say.
Cheers. So today we're gonna talk about things that we like and dislike when traveling together. And I think wine is needed because we might argue, who knows?
Let's do one like and one dislike. No, 2 likes and 2 dislikes each.
Yeah.
And make it things that we've never said before to each other.
Yeah.
And make it specific to this trip.
Yeah.
Not in general.
Not in general.
But things that literally happened on this trip.
I'm gonna start, I think, with a dislike. Okay, one thing I disliked in this trip that we had, this 2-month trip, was that sometimes...
I'm not ready.
Sometimes you overpacked the days with things to do.
Oh, that doesn't bother me at all. Okay. Jeez, like...
And the way... I'm not done.
Critique
I am not done.
the planet.
Calm down. Calm down.
And the way you were saying it in the morning, when we were on the day before, you were like, we have to get everything done. When I knew, especially after planning how we were gonna get to each location to do that one thing, was gonna be impossible to get it done in a day. So yeah, sometimes, not every day, obviously it wasn't an everyday occurrence. Sometimes we were like, all I had to do was just saying yes, and then soon, like halfway there, you would realize, okay, this is impossible, we need to either cut down things to do or postpone them for the day after. And yeah, that was one other thing that I disliked a little bit about it.
No, make the impossible possible. Because we did so many times. There were so many times where we did exactly what I had planned in the day.
Of course!
Like, I don't care if it takes an hour to get there and we have 1 minute to spare. I don't care, we're gonna do it.
I feel that happened mostly in Peru.
It was not easy this trip because we had so little time.
Yes.
And there were so many things I wanted to see. Like, these were huge places that we were going to.
Yeah.
They weren't like small cities with like 2 galleries and a freaking 1 restaurant to see. Obviously you didn't say no to me until you were just like, let's wait and see. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah. I feel like I couldn't say anything on the day because it might have upset you. So I was just saying okay to everything, plan the direction of each thing we were doing, and just let it happen naturally, you know. Halfway to the list, we were ready in the evening, and she would be like, okay, we'll do this the day after, and the story will repeat itself.
No,
until we couldn't do some of the things.
That didn't happen that often.
No, not that often. I'm not saying it happened often, but it happened. I understand, but we had little time in different places, so we couldn't do everything we wanted at the end. But I'm just saying, that's all. That is a small thing that I disliked. It's not that big.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna make sure it's doubly as packed next time.
What?
So that's all I have to say.
Yeah. See,
I didn't write down any, so I don't know why I picked my phone up. I don't have a single thing. I was prepared for this a month and a half ago. I forgot everything.
Yeah.
I thought of all these things that I liked and disliked, but now it's gone out of my mind. And I thought that this would be easy. What the hell, babe?
What happened?
When did that happen?
What?
Your wine is done.
Oh, I just drank it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do something I like then. I think that's gonna be... No,
Are you gonna make me look like a bad guy? Say something that you dislike.
I thought it would be easier to do something I like. Something I dislike is that you are very...
Just even know she's gonna say. I was just thinking about it on the spot.
Completely. I'm like, something that I dislike is...
So where to pick from, huh?
That you can be very bossy. Okay.
Yes.
Oh wow, I love that line.
No,
I set it up. I'm gonna let you talk about it yourself. You're gonna talk yourself. I didn't even have to say anything else.
It is true. You pointed that out a few times on this trip, and I agree.
It was really getting to me this trip.
Yeah.
How bossy you can be, and I was like, God, I do not live for this, because I you know, as the youngest child, you already deal with that. I feel. You probably deal with it as well. That's why you're overly bossy with me, because you're the youngest child as well.
Yeah.
But then how am I? You know what I mean? I'm in the same position again with you.
Of course.
Like overly bossy is like has their opinion and is strong with it and like overpowers you kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that.
You talking about when you were making content or in general? It was mainly when we were doing things
everything.
Everything.
Even if we were just going to dinner or something, you'd be like, oh, this place, but this one's closer. Maybe we should do this one instead.
Yeah, right.
Something like that.
I remember it.
Just like the smallest things.
The way you just said it, if you're thinking, if you're looking at it in an objective way, you might think, oh, but that's kind of smart. You're suggesting something closer that perhaps might save you some time.
I don't think anybody was thinking that actually. I don't think anybody, if you're thinking that, go ahead and say it, but...
And then the way I say it is like, oh, are you sure? Like, I'm just giving you the option.
Yeah, it just happens very often. I couldn't just say something I wanted to do or somewhere I wanted to go. I would then question it because you thought in your head of a better way to do that.
I feel like I was doing that because sometimes, not all the time, we were regretting the choice we were going for.
Answer better, answer better.
Whatever that was.
The choice that I was picking.
Yeah.
You're basically saying that every time I
No,
made
I
a
was
decision,
saying every time.
every time that
Did
I
I say
chose,
every time?
every time that I chose something, we were regretting it.
I didn't say every time. I said sometimes.
Okay, name one time you regretted
I don't
something.
remember.
Because I don't remember any.
I don't remember. To be honest, I don't remember.
Anyway, bossy. That's it.
Bossy. Yeah, no, it's true. I was being quite bossy at times. You pointed it out to me during the trip,
Many
and
times.
I tried. Yes.
Never changed.
I tried. And I am better now that we are out on the trip. Well, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but what I love is that you organize it 90%. So that kind of goes together.
So boring.
With
It's basically the same thing you just said.
No, it's
First
not.
time. Well, just the
I'm
positive.
talking about the before. You literally spent months organizing this trip, and you done an amazing job. There was what? One fuck up? Well, one date was wrong in one hotel. That's it.
Can't
No,
deal
but
with you. I actually can't deal with you.
But like out of 2 months, you only messed up one date. It was just incredible. I don't know how I could never do what she does. It will stress me the out of me. I'm gonna bleep that out.
I do it because I know it would stress you out. Whereas it doesn't really stress me out. I enjoy it actually.
See?
Yeah, it would stress me out not doing it.
There you go.
Not knowing about it and not being able to pick the places I want to go to and research a country and get really excited about it. That would stress me out.
Yeah.
So we're in our roles. We're in our correct roles.
Whether my stress comes like a week before we leave, so that's when I start looking up the things we're doing a bit more.
100%.
And obviously this time around we did very well because I was also involved. Like you, every time you organized a week or whatever, we would talk about it. So I would be caught up with what we were doing.
Literally, we would have like sit down meetings on the table like once every couple of weeks, and I'll be like, okay, this is the rest of the trip that is planned so far. Let's go over it so you know what's happening.
No, it was honestly amazing. One of the most organized trip we ever had. We got to Peru, and Mom was like, "Oh, you should go visit this." I'm like, "Mom, you are like 2 months behind telling me this."
You can't. Literally, nobody can suggest things for us to do while we're on the trip because I'm like, sorry, but every hour.
Or like,
every hour.
Can I come visit you for like 2 days? No, you can't.
You needed to book that a year in advance. If you wanted to meet us on this trip, you need
no
slots.
time. Literally.
When we do like work and content trips, it is planned to the T, which we love because we need that structure when we're traveling for 2 months.
Yeah.
But you know what? I love it. I love the tiredness. I love the stress. I love when shit doesn't work out, even though I want to die in the moment.
Yeah.
You know, like when you're traveling for 2 months and then something big happens and you have to replan everything. It's so stressful.
Yeah.
But I love those moments. I feel the most alive when life is challenging.
Yeah.
I get bored of this every day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like this life would be a dream to some people. You know, like making a family, making a home, all those things. But right now for me, maybe I'll feel that way someday, but right now for me that's boring.
Remember, we literally find out the same day that we had messed up one of the dates or one of the hotels. On the way, on the train to there, to that location. And we were chill. We were like, okay, we're on this train, let's just enjoy it. And in the meantime, look for a place to book. And we booked it. We had no Wi-Fi for like 2 hours. We didn't care. We were just like, okay, whenever we get Wi-Fi, we'll do it.
We were heading on a high-speed train to another area and we had nowhere to sleep. I'm still glad that it didn't happen. Everything works out for a reason.
Yes.
And by accident, I told them the wrong month. Was it the wrong month?
The wrong month.
Yeah.
It was the wrong month. Yeah.
I said
was the
June instead of July, or I said July instead of August. So they didn't expect us. I messaged and I was like, please, you know, I'm sorry. They were
yeah.
Honestly, that's why I'm even more glad, because I'm like, oh, but you could, that's something that's understandable. They still had rooms available. I'm gonna give them a tea right now.
Yeah.
I was like, there's rooms still available. I'm so sorry about this inconvenience. We can offer you more. They weren't gonna get a booking that day. I saw there was a room still available.
Yeah.
Several rooms. They came back saying, oh, there's no rooms available. I went back on the site. What they did was they went on the website and took those rooms off.
Crazy.
So that we couldn't say that to them. They could have said anything, and they could have even like showed some empathy and just recommended us a hotel.
They knew that we had nowhere to stay.
We ended up staying at one of my favorite stays with little Jenny. She's so cute on that island, and I love that.
I love that.
So I'm so glad it didn't happen. One of your good things is that I was telling you this the other day actually, but I don't think I said about it on camera, is that well, I don't even know if you like, because I thought you did like, but apparently you don't. Small talk with people.
Oh.
Right, remember I had told you about this?
Yes.
And I thought you loved it. I was like, this girl is in her element. Thank God. But apparently you don't. Apparently you don't like it most of the time. And the reason I'm saying this is a good thing is because I don't love small talk as much with random people that we're meeting on the trip.
Yeah.
I like being polite and being nice and maybe one or two questions, but unless it's something deep and interesting about your life, like where are you from? Oh my gosh, this is where I'm from.
Yeah.
But then I feel really bad when I don't, especially when it's a longer drive. But you do that.
I step up.
You do it.
Yeah.
Because you enjoy doing it more than I do.
Yeah. But I do it because I know that you don't like that, so
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I love talking to people. I love it. It's one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
I think I love that even more than you do, like meeting new people. But not in that way. Not in like, if I know that I'm never going to see this person again. It's hard on these trips because we're meeting people constantly.
Yeah.
Where we can have small talk. Just drivers and people that take us from one place to the next, or just small meetings.
Yeah.
Like there's so much of it you have to do. And I get bored of that really quickly. So I'm like, oh, this is not interesting to me. I'm not building a relationship.
A long time.
Here. Tell me something deep. You just had a breakup.
Oh my god.
Tell me about your breakup.
Yeah.
I'm
well,
like,
that's the thing.
hi, what's your name? Tell me your worst fare.
You're welcome.
So thank you.
You're very welcome.
Okay, moving on.
You're very, very welcome.
We almost turned that one into a
bad one. Okay, I have a bad one. There we go. You have listened to me a couple of times. That is not related to being bossy. It's just I know when I'm right and I know what's right for you, and you haven't listened.
Like what?
And I have a couple of examples. Okay.
What?
You did not listen when I told you to put water straight away on your wound when you got cut on the hike.
Because I couldn't do it.
You did pass one small river.
And I tried.
Yes, but what was the reason why you wouldn't make a big deal out of it?
Because there was another guy on the hike that we just met. It was the first time we were talking to him. I wanted to be friends with him. I was like, I'm not going to look like a puss just getting a cut on my hand. I don't like when people like make a fuss over me. I did not want the guy to be like, oh my god, you want some water? Like, because he had water, we didn't have water. So he could have easily given me water and washed out this rust in my hand.
He was the most chill guy we could have ever met in this whole trip.
Yeah, and I was also chill. But I wasn't going to be chill if I was talking about this freaking cut on my hand.
You were feeling sick before the boat ride in... what's the name? I can't remember the name. Before Wakachina.
Paracas.
You had the time to come out of the boat. You had the time to come out of the boat.
Yeah, I did.
Not to even enter the boat.
Yes.
And I kept telling you over and over again, do not come on this boat ride. I have to, because we have to take the content. You can just stay out of it.
Yes, but then again, I would have again, in front of our entire tour group of people.
We did not know anybody there. We didn't care.
What do you mean? I would have cared because we were getting back on a bus with all these people and they would have been like, why didn't she get on the boat? What was wrong with her?
They might
like,
not even notice if you stay on the side.
Like, I don't have seasickness. I grew up on an island. People would probably think I was scared of going on a boat. There was no way I was going to let people think I was scared of going on a boat.
And that was worth having the worst boat ride of your life because you were feeling so sick?
Yes, it was.
There's just two examples that I could think of.
Oh, that was it? I thought you had more coming. Alright, cool. So your whole thing was that you didn't listen to me?
Yeah.
That I don't listen to you when you know what's best for me?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'm a big man, you know?
Never saying a single thing ever again.
I'm joking, babe. Obviously, there's been many times I've also listened to you, though.
Yes, of course.
Of course, great.
Of course. Soon after that boat ride, she was like, okay, she knows what she was just talking about, let me just listen.
So my bad one in particular with this trip, not in general, just this trip, is that a lot of the times you forgot that I can't have dairy.
My last good one, I like to call it the 3F. Okay?
Okay.
One is focus. You've been super focused on our work on this trip. You had ideas, you were prepared, like we weren't wasting any time on any of that. We were both very much in sync. You were fearless. Even when you were scared, especially on that second horse ride, you just did it. I don't know how, because I would have cried, I swear, if I was on your horse. Like, you almost died on that thing. And you literally did.
I think I did almost die. I almost fell off the horse.
You almost fell.
No, like 100%. My feet were out of the saddle.
Yeah.
And we were in decline. Steep decline.
Jungle.
Mud. Jungle. Thick forest. And all the horses are freaking out. This guy that was on our tour was like, he was freaking out. Because there was already this guy where his horse ran off and just bolted with him on the horse. And we were all like, on our horses, like, die. It's okay, don't do that.
And the last F is forgiving, because yes, we did argue on this trip a couple of times, and sometimes it was my fault, sometimes it was yours, but whenever it was my fault, you were forgiving, and I feel like we handled that very good in this trip. We didn't procrastinate the arguments, we didn't make them last longer than they had to, and we just moved on and kept going.
My last good for you is that you are playful, and I love that about you. I mean, I have a million examples, but
go on.
Maria loves to play. Is this gonna annoy you?
No, I don't think so. Wait, what are you about to say?
Nothing, that's
all
all
right. Okay.
I just didn't know if, okay.
Okay.
Like, I love that you're like a little kid at heart in your mind still. Yeah. Like, from your drawings to, like, she makes up games in her head. We would be on the horses and she's in another world. She's in like some Western world. Yes. I think it's so you, and I love that you are
open.
Still happy to be yourself. Like, some people would feel like, no, I need to lose this side of myself because I'm getting older. Whereas you, like, you don't feel that way.
No.
You know what I mean? You don't feel like you need to lose that playful side of yourself, even though you wouldn't show it to many people.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the reason why I show it to you, because it made me feel so comfortable to be myself.
Because you should. You should always do something you enjoy. You should never stop doing anything you enjoy just because you're older. That's just silly. But yeah, it's just wild imagination still, like a kid. And I love that.
That's why I'm so good with kids, you know. That's why I was so good with Jenny, and that was the only kid we really played with on this trip.
You are, oh my god, I could throw that one in, but to be completely honest, that's not just to do with this trip, but you are surprisingly, not surprisingly, I knew you'd be good with kids, but you're so good with entertaining kids. You can do it for hours, and you're really actually entertaining and funny. Like when I look at you, I'd be like, I would be entertained by that. I would never think of all of this. You make up a whole story, you have voices, like,
yeah.
you are full on child entertainment. And I'm like, when I was younger, I might have been like that more with kids, but now I'm more just like maternal, like I'll take care of them, I want to hold them, I want to cuddle them, but like playing, you make a whole world.
I do.
I'm like, yeah, not as good as that.
You're the one that bathed them and feed them.
Yeah, I just want, because they're so freaking cute, I just want to give them my love.
I know. And they want your love as well.
Yeah.
But they want to play with me as well.
Yes. Hey, they want to play with me too, I didn't say that.
Of course! And I'm gonna teach you all my skills.
That's a wrap. Wow, we went on a long path just for 2 weeks. That's our video for the day.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Hope you enjoyed it, guys. I did. I
Yeah,
liked
I did.
hearing good things about myself. That
Yeah.
you have to say.
And I like reliving stuff from our trip that I honestly already forgot. So
Oh my gosh, so far away. Guys, we hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below what you enjoyed the most about all our vlogs. We have so many out, honestly, 2 months. So let us know, and as always, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. We love you. See you in the next video.
bye.